I think Gervonta Davis is probably the greatest fighter around now.
And I think that guy's so unusual.
Yeah.
His style's so unusual, and his patience.
Yes.
Yeah.
And makes him a guy that's one of the most complete fighters right now of all time.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis is the scariest boxer today, known for his explosive power, speed, and precision. He patiently waits for openings before delivering devastating knockouts. His defense, agility, and adaptability make him nearly unstoppable. With unmatched confidence and a killer instinct, he dominates opponents and solidifies his status as boxing's most dangerous fighter. Renowned trainer Teddy Atlas calls Davis the most complete fighter in the sport, praising his ability to box, punch, and adapt to any style. With elite power, speed, defense, and ring IQ, Tank possesses every skill needed to rule the boxing world.
He reminds me of the old-time janitors, the superintendents in the big buildings, those big buildings, and they had a big brass key ring about this big with 1,000 keys on it. But every key, they knew that key was for a certain door to get into the building. When he's moving around, I'm saying, he's the super with that big key ring, and he's looking for the right key to get in the door.
You're great with the analogies. I love it. I love the analogies.
And he finds the right key.
He does.
He doesn't walk into a room and bang, oh my God, I shouldn't open that door. And a lot of guys do. Romero walked into that room. Garcia walked into that room, So he don't, and that's part of what separates him and makes him a guy that's one of the most complete fighters right now of all time.
Joe Rogan praises Gervonta "Tank" Davis for his patience and precision in the ring. He highlights how Davis never rushes, instead waiting for the perfect moment to strike. In the early rounds, Davis throws fewer punches than most elite fighters, carefully studying his opponent and looking for an opening. Rogan also acknowledges Davis's nuclear option, his devastating knockout power. Gervonta "Tank" Davis, calling him probably the greatest fighter around right now. Many also see similarities between Davis and Tyson. Both possess explosive knockout power, relentless aggression, and a killer instinct in the ring. Like Tyson in his prime, Davis strikes fear in his opponents, knowing that one punch can end the fight at any moment.
I think Gervonta Davis is probably the greatest fighter around now, but he's got a tough fight coming up. He's the top dog, there's no doubt about it. He showed that, but Barrios is a pretty good fighter. Last time I saw him fight, he was pretty durable.
Davis, a lot of people say he reminds you of them. Does he remind you of yourself?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe just getting in trouble with the law. Other than that, no.
Roy Jones Jr. believes no one in boxing today can beat Gervonta "Tank" Davis. He admires Davis's ability to box, punch, and execute his game plan flawlessly. According to Jones, few fighters in this era possess the complete package that Davis brings. His blend of power, speed, and skill makes him a rare talent who can adapt to any opponent and get the job done.
Best ones out there is what they don't know gets less respect for it, but one of the best ones out there. Now his mouth a little different, you know what I'm saying? He's a different kind of character when it comes to the mouth. Yeah. Because that's where he's from. But he's really one of the pound the best ones of the coop. And I'm gonna tell you why he's the best one of the coop to me. He can punch, but he also can box. You understand me? Some that can box can't punch. Some that can punch can't box. He can box, he can punch, he can move laterally, he can do it left side, right side, he can do whatever he needs to do as a southpaw to get the job done. And that's saying a lot, because not many guys can do that today.
We're gonna have some music on that bit.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis consistently enters the ring in peak physical condition. His dedication to training enables him to maintain a high work rate, sustain his power in the later rounds, and stay defensively sharp. With exceptional endurance and the ability to remain explosive deep into fights, he stands as one of the most dangerous fighters in the sport.
Day one in the camp, I start running probably it's different times. I might don't feel like running in the morning. I might run at night. It all depends what fit you. I run in the morning. If I don't, I'll run at night. Train probably 2 or 3. If I want to do something again, I train at night. Or I run, and that'll be it. But when I'm in camp, I really don't go outside. Like, it's hard for me to go outside, so I just be in a gym and home. That's it. Like, I don't go no.
In addition to his devastating punching power, Gervonta Tank Davis possesses exceptional speed and agility. His quick footwork allows him to maneuver effortlessly around opponents, while his rapid hand speed enables him to land precise and punishing combinations.
Frank was on stage, he said, "I'm gonna beat Tank's ass." What's your response to that?
A lot of them said that. A lot of them said that, and I want him to have that attitude because, again, I know what's under the hood with him. He's forward built tough.
Some people just go away and be...
But you specifically?
Me? First of all, I get a camp house, out here. Like, day one in the camp, I start running probably like, it's different times. I might don't feel like running in the morning. I might run at night, It all depends what fits you. Like, I run in the morning. If I don't, I'll run at night. Train probably like 2 or 3. If I want to do something again, I train at night. Or I run. And that'll be it. But when I'm in camp, I really don't go outside. Like, it's hard for me to go outside, so I just be in a gym and home.
His explosive ability makes him unpredictable, keeping opponents guessing his next move at all times.
Hey, get over there! Whoa. God damn!
Oscar de la Hoya acknowledges Canelo Alvarez's greatness, but believes Gervonta Tank Davis is in his prime and on track to become the face of boxing. With an undefeated record and rising popularity, Davis has established himself as one of the sport's biggest attractions. De La Hoya sees him surpassing Canelo in influence and legacy as he continues to dominate the ring.
2 questions. Who's the face of boxing according to Oscar de la Hoya?
No, look, I mean, Canelo proved filling in 50,000 seats, and he proved that he's the big dog. I mean, Gervonta's right there too. He's like knocking on the door, but it's right there, Gervonta, Canelo, man. But if you take a look at Canelo's last performance, it's like Gervonta's kind of creeping up on him. So I mean, we have to speak the truth, man, and say, look, I mean, I think one more fight. I think Gervonta's maybe one more fight away from being the top dog, but it all depends on Canelo, how he looks on this next fight.
My last question of the day. You mentioned a Gervonta Davis rematch. What would be difference in the rematch? I know you said it's going to sell 4 million. I agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, and with my expertise, that fight shouldn't take place.
Some argue that Gervonta Tank Davis is an even better boxer than Terrence Crawford. His ability to mix up punches, use diverse angles, and deliver powerful combinations sets him apart. Unlike Crawford, who often starts slow, Davis applies pressure when needed and finishes fights with precision. His adaptability makes him the most dangerous boxer today.
What I like about Tank is that Tank is a better aggressive fighter than Crawford. He has everything Crawford has. He can box a fighter coming after him, he can go after you, and he can just box you. He got all the things Crawford has. He knocks everybody out just like Crawford. Except for, I think Gervonta's chin is slightly better, and I think Gervonta is aggressive better. And it's funny, because when Terrence Crawford goes out there, he's gonna beat you athletic. He's gonna be like, bam, 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 bam. But there's a certain poise that Gervonta has that I'm like, that is super special. And he has that Floyd Mayweather poise, where he can not be doing much, but he's beating you. That poise. I'm like, listen, approaching the fight, Gervonta Tank Davis approaches the fight better than everyone in the world.
Jose Benavidez has expressed admiration for Gervonta Tank Davis, calling him a great fighter who trains like an animal. He even compared Davis to Mike Tyson, emphasizing his raw power, relentless work ethic, and ability to intimidate opponents before the first bell rings.
Gervonta Tank Davis, champion 130, 135. Mario Vargas, the champion 140. You know Mario, San Antonio, 12, 25-0, 17 knockouts. Tank 24-0, 23 knockouts. What do you think?
Man, Tank, man, is a great fighter, man. When he trains, he's an animal. He's fucking beast. He's one of my favorite fighters too. I will have to go with Tank, man. like I said, if he has a good preparation, he's a monster. He's a little Mike Tyson, man. He's a beast, if he trains. Now, if he doesn't train, he didn't look like when he fought. Yeah, but everybody says that. But when he fought Gamboa, he didn't look that good,
He looked great against me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that no, that's what I'm saying. When he trains, bro, he looks super, man. He looks super good, But hopefully he takes things serious, and I think he'll look spectacular again.
How's your top 5 pound for pound look like in the boxing right now? Who do you have 1 through 5?
Man, that's gonna be pound for pound. I would say I would put Canelo in there pound for pound. Then I would put Terrence Crawford second. Then I would probably put I don't know, a third, man. It's a little bit hard right there, but I would put Earl Spence in there. It's in between Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford, so that's 3 right there. I would put maybe 4. I would put Teofimo Lopez, and 5th I don't even know who to put 5th, to be honest.
You could put Tank, you could put Sarno, you could put your son, you could put...
I would put David, pound for pound, number 1.
He's a monster. So tell everybody where to follow you, Jose.
They can follow us at Jose Benavides Sr., Benavides Sports, Team Benavides.